Your relationship was a business relationship, financial, to get to the top, to become billionaires. There's no love there.
Dame Dash is stirring the pot once again, and this time he's not holding back. He's out here throwing shade, trying to shift attention away from his own money struggles by spilling tea about Jay-Z, Beyonce, and the people closest to them. And let's just say, he may have confirmed whispers that have been floating around for years. According to Dame, Beyonce allegedly had a little affair with none other than her longtime bodyguard, Julius. Here's where it gets even crazier. Julius's own wife supposedly knew about it the whole time. Fans have spent decades wondering if the perfect Carter marriage was really as flawless as it looked. And now Dame's comments are tearing down that picture-perfect image. This is no longer harmless gossip. It just jumped into full-on scandal territory. And now the questions are flying. How deep did this affair really go? Was it just chemistry behind the scenes or something much more serious? And imagine how Jay-Z feels now that this is being dragged into the spotlight for everyone to dissect. Even wilder, if Julius's wife truly knew everything, what would make her keep quiet all these years? The answers aren't neat, they're messy, emotional, and guaranteed to light the internet on fire. Let's not forget, Dame Dash has been locked in a long, bitter beef with Jay-Z, and clearly, he's not letting it die down anytime soon. It's hard to believe these two were ever tight, considering how they built Rockefeller together back in the day. But according to insiders, Jay-Z's jealousy over Aaliyah picking Dame over him was the spark that burned everything down. Jaguar Wright even claimed Jay-Z was so salty over Aaliyah's choice that he went behind Dame's back and sold Rockefeller Records right out from under him. The betrayal, the jealousy, the secrets, this drama is decades deep, and Dame is dragging every skeleton out of the closet. Dame has been plotting his revenge for years, and now he's doing it the messy way.
Everybody that knows Sean Carter knows that he will slump anyone in any relationship for $1. Look at how he did Dame. Like, I don't give a if you wanted to get away from your homie, if you wanted to get away from your partner, but to do it the way he did it, it's malicious. But maybe that was because he was the girl that didn't want you.
By spilling nonstop tea about Jay-Z and Beyonce. His mission? To embarrass them in front of the world. And if what he's saying is true, he may have finally landed the blow he's been waiting for. According to him, while everybody was busy clowning Jay-Z for stepping out on Beyonce, she was quietly getting her own get-back with her bodyguard, Julius. That's the kind of drama that flips the whole narrative. Whispers about Beyonce and Julius go way back, popping up in the late 2000s and early 2010s. So this isn't brand new. It's been lurking in the background for years. Fans have long speculated there was more than just professional vibes between the superstar and her right-hand protector. And the receipts people are digging up now are wild. Let's rewind to one of the most unforgettable celeb moments ever, the 2014 elevator fight. Solange went off on Jay-Z, fists and kicks flying, while Beyonce stayed calm. And who was right there in the middle, blocking the chaos? Julius. Even though his job is to protect her, fans noticed how his whole focus was locked on Beyonce, like nothing else in that moment mattered except her safety. But it didn't stop there. Julius wasn't just a bodyguard for red carpets. He was allegedly right inside the hospital room when Beyonce delivered her children. All 3 times. Now think about that.
Carter. Beyonce.
The Carters famously paid $1.3 million to rent out an entire floor of the hospital for complete privacy, yet Julius was still granted access to that inner circle. Fans are asking, why would a bodyguard be in the delivery room unless the bond went way beyond just business? The internet's buzzing, and if Dame's story is true, this isn't just tea. It's a bombshell that could shake the Carter empire. Why did Julius even need to be in that hospital room in the first place? There weren't any threats lurking around, so his presence raises some serious questions. Fans have been pointing out little moments like this for years, noticing how his attention toward Beyonce sometimes feels like way more than just doing his job. And it turns out, Jay-Z himself has been suspicious of their relationship for a long time. Back in the day, whispers hit the grapevine claiming that Beyonce was stepping out on Jay-Z with Julius DeBoer, her bodyguard. According to reports, Jay was so convinced there was more than a professional bond that he actually wanted Julius gone. But Beyonce shut that down fast. She reportedly told Jay that Julius wasn't going anywhere. The two were spending plenty of time together, often behind closed doors, and some insiders even claim Julius stayed in her hotel room on multiple occasions. And then there's the infamous photo that fans never let die. Julius caught with smudges of red lipstick on his lips, while Beyonce suspiciously had her hair covering her own mouth like she was hiding something. That little detail alone had the internet in full detective mode, convinced there was more going on than meets the eye. Add in the fact that Julius is tall, built, and undeniably attractive, and the speculation just keeps growing. But here's where it gets really wild. Fans are now convinced Beyonce low-key admitted to the affair herself through her music. On her Cowboy Carter album, she dropped a track called Bodyguard with lyrics that sounded a little too personal to be just art. She sang, "I gave you kisses in the back seats. I whisper secrets in the backbeat. They couldn't catch you with me, and they never will. Sometimes I hold you just to know you're real." Everyone knows Beyonce laces her songs with pieces of her real-life struggles and relationships. So when she put that out, fans took it as a wink to the very rumors Jay tried to bury. We all know Beyonce isn't shy about weaving her real life into her music. Just look at Lemonade. That whole album was basically a diary of Jay-Z's cheating, wrapped in poetry and fire beats. So when fans heard her track Bodyguard, they didn't just hear a song, they heard a confession. It felt like she wasn't even trying to hide it anymore. And if that wasn't enough, the blind items over the years have only poured more gas on the fire. The gossip pipeline has been buzzing with cryptic notes hinting at something more between Beyonce and Julius, and every single one keeps the debate alive. Fans can't stop asking, is this a professional partnership or a full-blown secret romance? Take Exhibit A from April 2016. It's about time she got back at her husband. This A-plus list singer is hooking up with her bodyguard. The husband is scared of the guy, which probably helps. That one had jaws dropping. Then, another blind item from just last year claimed, this permanent A-list, one-name singer has been spending the past month or two with her longtime bodyguard. The internet immediately started pointing fingers at Beyonce and Julius. And it doesn't stop there. A Grammy Awards blind item said, the permanent A-list rapper and his wife showed zero affection toward each other. But she did make up with her bodyguard. Now here's the kicker. Julius actually broke character that night and cracked a smile. Something we almost never see from him. Fans swear that smile looked like a man who already knew how his night was going to end, and that Beyonce was the reason for it. But wait, it gets even spicier. Another blind item floated around claiming this would be the farewell tour for a one-named A-list singer. And after that, she and her bodyguard would disappear together, living low-key, surfacing maybe once a year like royalty in hiding. Imagine Beyonce and Julius riding off into the sunset, leaving the Carter dynasty behind like it was just another business deal. This ain't just gossip anymore. It's starting to sound like the blueprint for the ultimate power shift. These rumors about Beyonce and Julius aren't exactly new. They've been swirling for years, and now it feels like nobody's even trying to cover them up anymore. But let's be real. Jay-Z isn't in the best position to throw shade considering his own long track record of stepping out. And now things are getting even messier, because a brand new blind item is claiming Beyonce may have never actually been in love with Jay-Z at all. According to the whispers, Beyonce never wanted to marry him in the first place. The blind item claims she was allegedly pushed into it by her own mother, Tina Knowles, because Jay was considered good for her image. Not love, image. The industry painted their union as the gold standard of black love and power couple goals, but behind closed doors, insiders say it's been anything but a fairy tale. The alleged blind item spelled it out clearly. This globally adored pop star is seen as one of the most powerful women in the world. Her marriage to a rap mogul has been celebrated as the pinnacle of empire building, but she never wanted the relationship to begin with. Here's where it gets even darker. Beyonce was reportedly just 19 years old when Jay-Z, already in his early 30s, started showing serious interest. She was still discovering her voice, still figuring out who she was, while he had already built his name and reputation. That 13-year age gap wasn't just numbers. Insiders claim it created a major power imbalance right from the start. Sources allege Beyonce even voiced her doubts early on, pointing out Jay-Z's reputation with women, his questionable past, and her discomfort with the situation. But instead of backing her up, her mother allegedly shut her down. Tina, who had long been managing her career, supposedly saw the relationship as a strategic business move, linking her daughter to a rap mogul for maximum power and protection in the industry. If that's true, then the so-called love story of the century may have been built on strategy.
Monster. And I've known he's a monster for years.
Mm-hmm.
I waited a long time to see if he would grow a conscience. And the more drugs he pumps down his wife's throat to keep her in a catatonic.
No, girl.
I tell you this right now. Y'all talking about free Britney. Y'all need to be doing a campaign that say free Beyonce.
The Beyonce is free.
She is a prisoner in a gilded cage.
Oh, if Beyonce is in prison, she's in one of the most expensive prisons ever.
Yes, she is. And she's watched 24 hours a day. She's not allowed to make a choice for herself, not at all, not in any way.
Oh.
People think she has an amazing life. She is told what to say. She is told what to eat. She is told what to drink. She is told what to wear.
By whom?
She is not her husband's wife. She is his employee. It's a business of
Pressure and sacrifice, not romance. Allegedly, Beyonce's own mother told her flat out that being with Jay-Z would make her untouchable in the industry. Tina supposedly pushed the idea that linking up with a rap mogul would skyrocket her daughter's career and help build an empire no one could tear down. Even when Beyonce admitted she wasn't sure she even liked Jay-Z like that, her mother brushed it off as irrelevant. Business came first, feelings later. So despite her hesitation, the young star went along with it. What nobody knew at the time was just how dark Jay-Z's past really was, and how much of it would later creep back into their marriage. When you zoom out and look at the bigger picture, the puzzle pieces start falling into place. Rumors about their marriage being more business deal than true love have been around forever. Remember her ex-bodyguard, Uncle Ron? He came out swinging, claiming their relationship was arranged more for image and power than passion. And now, with everything resurfacing, it looks like his words might have carried more weight than people thought. Then there's Jaguar Wright, who dropped bombshells of her own. She accused Jay-Z of controlling Beyonce for years, even alleging that he kept her hooked on different substances to keep her tied down. According to her, Beyonce wasn't just in a marriage. She was living like a prisoner. Fans connected her claims to Uncle Ron's story, and suddenly it didn't sound so far-fetched anymore. These layers of rumors and insider stories just keep stacking up, and the question remains, what's really happening behind those closed doors? And where do Beyonce's parents fit into all this? Did Tina and Matthew know how deep it went? Or were they in the dark too? Either way, reports of Beyonce being pushed into marriage keep resurfacing, and the blind items are lining up with the same narrative. So when you factor in Jay-Z's messy history of cheating, it's not hard to see why Beyonce may have leaned on Julius for support, the one man who always seemed to have her back. Julius has been by Beyonce's side for over 15 years, and at this point, he's more than just security. He's family. The Bayhive actually trusts Julius more than they trust Jay-Z, and that speaks volumes. Through all of Beyonce's most iconic milestones, he's been right there in the background, always loyal, never once betraying her. Media outlets have allegedly waved millions in his face for exclusive tell-alls about Queen Bey. But Julius never cracked. That kind of ride-or-die loyalty only fuels the belief that their bond runs way deeper than business. And now with Dame Dash jumping into the mix, things just got even messier. Dame claims Jay-Z could soon be hit with another bombshell. Julius's ex-wife stepping forward to spill her truth. According to Dame, Beyonce may have played a huge role in the downfall of their marriage. Word is Julius started pulling away from his wife once he began working closely with Beyonce. At first, she brushed off the changes, but everything came crashing down when he blindsided her with divorce papers. She reportedly insisted it wasn't about his job. It was about him allegedly sneaking around with Beyonce. And that's what makes Dame Dash's timing so suspicious. It's almost like he knew this revelation was brewing. And because of his never-ending beef with Jay-Z, he's more than happy to fan the flames. Dame has always wanted to watch Jay's empire crumble, and now he's tossing matches straight into the Carter dynasty. This tea isn't just hot anymore, it's nuclear. Dame Dash has basically confirmed what fans have been whispering for years, that Beyonce wasn't just protected by Julius, she may have been with Julius. And if Jay-Z's worst enemy is the one pushing this story, you already know he's smiling while the internet explodes. Julius, the surfboard jokes, the lipstick rumors, and now even his ex-wife possibly stepping forward. It's all coming together like the plot of a movie. Think about it. Years of Julius's loyalty, Jay-Z's messy cheating history, blind items hinting Beyonce never even wanted the marriage in the first place, her own lyrics spilling secrets, and those infamous photos fans still zoom in on to this day. Every little piece just adds more fuel, and the internet can't get enough. This is explosive. Dame Dash might be labeled a broke boy out here gossiping, but maybe he's not just talking trash. Maybe he's been holding receipts this whole time, waiting for the perfect moment to humiliate Jay-Z after decades of beef. And now, it looks like that moment is here. The Bayhive is buzzing, the questions are endless, and the timeline is about to be in flames, because this story isn't wrapping up anytime soon. If anything, we're only at the beginning of a whole new chapter, and the fallout could be legendary. So what do you think? Are you Team Beyonce and Julius, or do you think it's all just messy talk? Either way, that man Julius is looking like the real MVP in this saga. Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. It's only getting wilder from here.